This is the story of an old RPG server known today as Minesouls.
But I'm not worried about this. What the hell?!
The most ambitious Minecraft Dark Souls spin-off server ever created in Minecraft. It was action-packed, full of wondrous and creative locations, epic boss fights with custom gear, unique builds, and lots of exploration. This was meant to be the ultimate RPG that would dethrone the top RPG servers way back in 2018. So, what happened? Why did it only achieve a moderate amount of success and then disappear? Forgotten, like a fart in the wind. We're gonna find out. By the way, the server files of Minesouls can be downloaded for you to play. This works on Java and Bedrock. Check the description if you're interested. Let's rewind to 2018. Elsa and Spider-Man videos plagued YouTube. PewDiePie single-handedly revived Minecraft. As a result, the Minecraft community was coming back. Hypixel is taking off. Minecraft and Dungeon Realms are king of the MMORPG servers, but some people aren't satisfied. A lot of people had an RPG itch that needed to be scratched. Some players wanted an RPG that didn't hold your hand like a little baby, but instead presented you with some real challenges. An RPG that told you to get good and had interesting, challenging gameplay instead of forcing you to grind the same boring fodder mobs, or having you read paragraphs of boring, uninspired text as an excuse to do a quest or have some semblance of a story. Oh, who's a real baby playing my RPG? You need to fight the bad guy! Watch out for the bad guys! Hail the king! I am a generic RPG city guard with no personality whatsoever. And then every other RPG was like,
Hey you! What's up, man? Give me money, please.
And then Minesouls pulls up in here, and the moment you log in, you start hearing this.
Oh! What was that? What was that?
And you go to the top deck, and a bunch of wither skeletons are blowing up your ship and exploding all your friends. And then you get blown up, and you're like,
where am I?
Your life is saved by this nice person named Ariel, along with the nice villagers, and you're thinking, I can finally relax and play a nice RPG.
Head to the dojo. That's not the... we can kill him?
Yeah. You're not supposed to kill Ariel. Ariel's nice, dude. Ariel saved you. Oh my god. You start walking around, fishing and looting areas, trading with NPCs, and having a nice good old time on the island. Only for you to mess it all up by touching a magical stone in a cave containing the cursed soul of a fallen warrior, which invites the destruction of the entire island and the demise of the people who saved you. The wither skeletons who attacked you earlier show up to murder everyone on the island as well, turning it into a fiery wasteland, while announcing that they work for the Demon King and their goal is to kill everyone and take over the entire world. Oh yeah, you remember the first person that was nice to you on the server and saved your life? This is what remains of her place when you go back to her house. You go to the town square, and the entire island's military has been mobilized to stop the skeletons. The final safe place on the entire island, you're told, is the dojo, which you soon find out this is the last place you want to be.
Whoa, hang on. Of course I died! You lobbed a load of TNT on my head!
Then, you respawn with blindness in a little hole. You're in a small underground area. You walk out, and you realize you were in a grave. You died, along with everyone else on that island. It's just like Dark Souls for real. Welcome to the Mountain Graveyard, a mysterious place where the dead become reanimated corpses and skeletons. Some skeletons are friendly, others are hostile. You learn after talking to the other skeletons that this graveyard is actually a sort of prison. If you're able to defeat the Graveyard Guardian, you're rewarded with a lot of XP, your first taste of iron, and more importantly, you meet a sage at the exit of the Graveyard Guardian who gives you the ultimate overarching quests of the server.
Babu. I don't believe it.
It's Babu.
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 It is Babu.
The sage explains to you that the Graveyard Guardian was just a test, functioning as a way of finding an undead who was powerful enough to stand up to the guy who was responsible for causing all these atrocities to everyone and screwing you over when you started playing this server. The Demon King. The sage explains that it is your destiny to find and slay the Demon King, saving the continent of Bohemia and bringing justice to everyone he has wronged. Make him finally pay for his evil deeds! You finally get a proper starting village, where you can upgrade your gear and equip yourself with the items necessary to fight without having severely limited resources. Which leads us to... You have no idea where the Demon King is, and it's up to you to hunt him down. NPCs and landmarks will drop little tidbits of information here and there. Unfortunately, it turns out these NPCs all have problems of their own and can't be bothered with helping you find the whereabouts of the Demon King. Like this guy, who gets trapped on a mountain with a genetically modified evil cat lady who inbreeds and trains her tiger cats to viciously attack people, and this poor guy has no way of leaving, so he is forced to live on the outskirts of the mountains, fighting and eating the occasional tiger that attacks him. You meet him while he teeters on the edge of mental insanity. He is writing in his diary out loud, contemplating his life while gazing at the civilized society across the cliff that he can never reach. So close, yet so far. Poor guy. You can find and slay the evil cat lady, only for the story to turn into a giant conspiracy-like rabbit hole where it actually turns out there is a giant secret cult of scientists looking to genetically modify animals and people to take over the world by creating their own version of the Demon King. You know, normal side questy type of stuff. After a long journey, going through many biomes, finally you find yourself knocking on the door of the Demon King's castle. After struggling through many trials, meeting many allies and enemies alike, dying to that one area over and over again, overcoming all the trials and adversities, traveling the entire world and getting stronger, battling giants, great warriors, ghosts, aliens with reality warping abilities, a random evil cow in a stone maze, getting revenge on the pacifier demon for the incident on the island through an epic battle inside a volcano, traveling to the volcanic demon world. The list of trials goes on and on. After all these countless trials, you finally gain the right to challenge the Demon King on his throne, at the edge of the world. The Demon King is the hardest enemy you have fought on your entire journey. He has every move that the other bosses had, except they're dialed up to 11. After a legendary battle inside his throne room, you emerge victorious as the hero. Minesouls has the same gameplay loop as Dark Souls. You find an area, explore it, loot it, and then fight a boss to proceed to the next area. He's kicking my ass, dude. Oh.
POV, I have no enemies.
You have gold. Are you serious?
I have no enemies.
Minesouls is very, very simple. It focuses on hack and slash gameplay based on expanding the 1.9 combat update. There's a lot of new weapons added with their own stats that you can find along your adventure. Item drops in areas encourage you to try different strategies against bosses. Leveling up isn't very important either. The only level up system is every 5 levels you get means you gain an extra heart permanently. That's it. The extra health can make some situations more manageable, but it's mostly up to your skill as a player. The world is sort of a mix between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. The level layout is kinda like Dark Souls 3, but it is interconnected by the Nether Portal fast travel system that you unlock as you defeat more bosses. There's also a PvP dueling mode with leaderboards and an elo system. It's also important to note that this server is very difficult if you aren't used to Minecraft combat, which leads us into... There are 3 reasons Minesouls didn't make it into popularity. The first reason, if you couldn't tell, was that the story was extremely dark and edgy for a Minecraft server. Not super widely appealing considering this was marketed as a light-hearted adventure server originally. The second reason was because 1.9 combat was not widely accepted when it was released. The moment people saw that there was a new combat system, they were like, "Disgusting!" The third reason was because, like Dark Souls, Minesouls has a higher difficulty and isn't instantly rewarding to the player. If you know anything about game psychology, the average player tends to want instant rewards and start winning without doing much. That's why mobile games and free-to-play games, for example, make everything big and shiny and run a lot of ads and things like that and just give you free stuff. Minesouls does the opposite. It kills you and beats you down as a player before letting you get anything, and every victory has to be earned. Most people quit at this guy, the Graveyard Guardian, which is the first boss. Which, funny enough, there's an NPC outside the door that tells you how to easily beat this boss if anyone bothered to read it.
And what's up?
Oh
my god.
In conclusion, Minesouls is just like Dark Souls. For real! I think in this day and age, Minesouls would be more accepted as people are increasingly getting bored of generic Minecraft servers all doing the same thing. If you want to play the server with your friends or put it on your server network, it's set up to just drop these folders on, and it will work on Java and Bedrock. There's a step-by-step setup guide in the download. Check the description if you want to get this epic server bundled with a lot of other maps I made. I also want to thank all the patrons. We have 100 members now in 3 months, which is awesome. This money will go directly towards funding my upcoming MMORPG server. Join the Discord if you're interested. Until then, take it easy, guys.